The battery is an essential component of modern society. The world battery industry is worth 83 billion US. The current development of electric cars and clean energy for households and industry is pushing modern innovations in battery technology that has, until recently, been relatively unchanged since the first batteries were developed in the 18th century. Louis Galvani was an Italian physicist, biologist, and philosopher in the 1700s. His legacy was animal electricity, the supposed life force in all living organisms. He was from a well-educated, wealthy family with strong religious beliefs that often showed in his work. He would link many scientific findings back to religious ideology. Galvani was one of the first to venture into bioelectricity with his frog leg experiment. He believed that the frog legs contained electricity, and by extension, electricity is the life force or element that provides life. Galvani was trained in medicine and surgery, among other things, and began experimenting with frog legs following an accidental observation whereby he and his assistant were dissecting a frog on a table that has earlier been used to conduct experiments in static electricity. Unintentionally, a connection was made and the leg twitched. Further experimentation led Galvani to believe that the electricity attached to the nerves that caused movement was the life force in all living things that allowed for movement. Volta was a contemporary of Galvani and fellow Italian academic, and has given his name to the word volt. Volta had studies in physics and chemistry. In reviewing Galvani's work, Volta realized that the frog's legs acted as a conductor of electricity, creating a circuit with the attached electrodes and the metal plates that the frog legs were resting on. The muscle contractions in the leg were a demonstration of the flow of electricity. Volta experimented with other electrical conductors, most famously using a paper soaked in salty water instead of frog legs. He showed that electricity flowed through these circuits without the need for flesh that was once alive. Galvani and Volta continued to disagree over this topic. In 1800, Volta invented the voltaic pile, a very early battery which produced a steady and measurable electric current. Further experimentation led to the discovery that the best metals to use as electrodes were zinc, copper, with brine-soaked cardboard in between the layers. The battery made by Volta is credited as one of the first electrochemical cells. It consists of two electrodes, one made of zinc and the other of copper. The electrolyte is either sulfuric acid mixed with water or a form of saltwater brine. The voltaic pile was not the battery we know today. The use of sulfuric acid made it difficult and dangerous to handle. Battery life was short, not more than 1 hour. Despite these flaws, the voltaic pile was a significant step forward in our understanding and ability to harness electricity. Not only did it allow for many new experiments and discoveries, battery power and subsequent electricity generators led to the wholesale change of society that is now wholly dependent on this power source to survive.